Hello, hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and this is the Talk with Bibobra. For those of you joining for the first time, thank you so much. My name is Bibobra and I am your host. Do not forget, click the subscribe button and give me a thumbs up. Thank you. So today I'm doing something new, something fresh. Unlike our other videos where we're always talking about faith, today I'll be doing health talk. So today I'll be talking about stress management. How do we manage stress? Really, when you live in a city like Lagos, you're constantly stressed. Lagos is a stressful place. I mean, waking up in the morning, going to work, coming back, in your house, your compound, your streets, everything is just stressful. I mean, even some things in Lagos, the transport system can be stressful at times. I mean, now there are no bikes to take people around, so most of us have to walk long distances, so it can be pretty stressful. So today we're talking about how to manage stress. First of all, let's identify types of stress. There are two types of stress that I want to talk about today. We have the physical stress. That's when you're stressed with work, activities, and all of that. And then we have the mental stress that originates from up here. I mean, your mind is doing the heavy lifting, not you doing the heavy lifting with your hand, but your mind is doing the heavy lifting. Those are the kind of stress that can affect us and have effects on our body as a person. Different effects of stress. I mean, there are things that when you're stressed, when your body begins to show different signs and symptoms, and it varies from one person to another. Not everybody we have exactly the same symptoms, signs, or effects, however I want to put it. So for some people, they begin to have very poor sleep. When you begin to have a prolonged period of poor sleep, you know that definitely you're stressed and you need to sit it out. Like I said earlier, it doesn't always have to be physical stress. Mental stress as well could make you have poor sleep. When I mean poor sleep, I mean you just cannot sleep for 6 or 7 hours straight. You have intermittent hours of sleep. Okay, you sleep for 30 minutes, you're awake for 10-15 minutes, you sleep again. Not long after, you're awake. You can't sleep continuously for 7-8 hours. And when you calculate all the hours that you slept, it's just something 5 or 6 hours. That is poor sleep. Ideally, we're supposed to have 7 to 8 hours of sleep in a day. Yes, I know you Lagosians are coming for me. You tell me, Lagos is stressing, you can't. I get home by 10, I leave my house by 6. I know, but like I always like to say, your health is important and it comes first. So always try and find a way to balance things up. Another effect that we tend to have when we're stressed is headache, persistent headache. For some people, they begin to have headaches on one side of their head, or probably at the top of their head or at the back. When you begin to have persistent headaches like that, you're taking pain relievers and the headache just seems to go and come. Something is wrong. Most times when it happens like that, for most people, it's because their blood pressure is high. When your blood pressure is high, you tend to have those persistent headaches that just won't let you be. They're just always there, disturbing you and disturbing your daily activities. Most times it's because your blood pressure is high. And high blood pressure is another effect of stress. When you've been stressed, physically or mentally, your blood pressure tends to go up. And the thing about blood pressure is most times it doesn't give you any sign, doesn't give any symptom. But for some people, they have that persistent headache and they notice that they can't sleep well. So they're like, okay, I think I need to check my blood pressure, So my blood pressure is high. Some people do not know when their blood pressures are high. That's why I always advise people, know your numbers, know your normal blood pressure range. When you begin to have constant anger, constant withdrawal symptoms, and bitterness, you know that, just maybe I'm stressed. And usually it's mental stress that causes this. Mental stress basically is when you're, how will I put it, you're always thinking about something. And the only time your mind gets to rest is when you go to bed at night. You wake up in the morning and then your mind has started working again. It's working like a computer. There's a problem somewhere and you're trying to figure out a solution, trying to get money to do something. I don't know, it could be anything. And your mind is just on the move, regularly on the move, and just always working, always doing something. That it's not a good thing, you know. We should always try to take our mind off work, off whatever it is that might be stressing us, because when you begin to have this particular feeling for a long time, it's bad and it's detrimental to our health. And also, when you begin to have the inability to concentrate, I mean, for you to sit down and do this paperwork or read a book for like 10, 5, 15 minutes, it becomes a problem. Something on a normal day you will do, but right now you can't even seem to just sit down and do this thing. You know that there is problem. Probably need to check if you've been stressed. And then different ways that we can cope with stress. Like I said earlier, please know your blood pressure. Know your blood pressure numbers. When you get value that is not yours, that is high, that is borderline normal and high, you need to rest, you need to relax. Take a vacation. Vacations work like magic. If you notice that I've been stressed with work and all of that, take a vacation, do something, go somewhere. It doesn't always have to be the Bahamas or Santorini. You know, you could Ibadan here. They're nice places. Even in Lagos, they have some resort centers that are really nice. You could just go take a day or two off, relax, enjoy nature. Don't let anything stress you for that 2 days. After that, you'll be like, I really needed this. You know, it helps your mind. You will think clearly and you'll be able to solve your problems very well. Another thing is eat very well. Breakfast, very important meal of the day. A lot of us, we usually skip. It's not good. Breakfast, very important. Do not skip breakfast. Breakfast is like the fuel your body needs to kickstart the day. So do not miss breakfast. Eat healthily. Sleep, it refreshes us, you know. And when you come back from work and you're feeling stressed or whatever, you're like, have a cold shower. It works like magic. A cold shower, yes, it does work like magic. It helps you feel better. It helps your mind think clearer. A cold shower, it really does help. So hobby time, really, really good. There's something that you love doing. Maybe because of work or certain things, you've not been able to go back to this thing. Maybe you like to draw, you like to sing, you like to travel as a person. There's certain things that you just really love to do. Try and create time for them. It helps you think clearer. It helps you reduce that stress level. Yeah, reduce that stress level. Meditate. Exercise. Very, very important. When I say exercise, it doesn't always have to be the heavy lifting. It doesn't always have to be going to the gym or doing that. You might not have enough money for that or going to the gym. You could take walks. You just take a 20-minute walk from your house. Are you surrounded? There are apps, Apple Store, Google Play Store, that have exercise routines you could do every day, and they'll help you really. When I say take walks, I know some of you say, I take walks. I mean, I walk from my house to the bus stop. It's like 15-20 minutes. That's not the kind of walk I'm talking about. I'm not talking about kind of work that you're walking to the bus stop, but your mind is already at work, already doing all the paperwork. Probably your mind has even sent a letter to the MD. That's the kind of work I'm talking about. I'm talking about the work where you're relaxed, you're probably listening to music, and you're just taking a walk, and just to reduce the stress level, just to enjoy nature, and just in a quiet, serene environment. No, away from all the noise and all the hustle and bustle. Just take a walk. I would usually recommend Saturday mornings, Sunday mornings. Very important. If you don't go to church so early, you can do Sunday mornings and Saturday mornings. The road is usually free at that time, so you can just take a walk. You know, there's not so much noise. It really helps. It really, really helps. So these are the tips that I have for you today on how to reduce your stress level, especially for my people living in Lagos. So thank you guys for coming to my YouTube channel today. Thank you for watching the video. Don't forget, click the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, and share to your family and friends. Somebody out there might not be blessed by this. Thank you.